K-PlaysFM. Welcome to another one of my videos. This is episode 6. I hope I got that right. I hope it's episode 6. I've managed to qualify in 5th again. This is for the Jerez Grand Prix. Jerez, or whatever it's called. This is generally surprising to me. I managed to put a really good lap around where it felt smooth as anything. I'm still half a second off Danny Kent. I'm still on that Mahindra bike, so apologies for me thinking I'm going onto the Honda that Kent's on, but I'm on the Mahindra still, in the San Carlo bike. And yeah, I'm half a second off first, but I'm still in 5th. So this could be an interesting race tomorrow. If it stays dry, we're going to find out what I can actually do in the race here. I really hope it's still dry. But we're going to go into the race day and hope I can get a result today. Last race was a bit disappointing if you haven't seen it. I started 5th and fell down the order rapidly. I think I finished 14th in the end.
The 4th race of the season is about
so hopefully there's not a similar thing here.
The traditional home of the Spanish Grand Prix in the Moto 3 class.
But here we go, we're going to get into this now. Going to go to track, and we're just going to get out there and see what my bike can do in these conditions, which are dry, so that's really promising. Behind Oliveira again, it feels like I'm repeating what happened last time, and I really hope I don't, because my pace was horrible in that race. Got off the line not badly, you know. Still in front of one of the Leopard bikes. Or Leopard, sorry. I just said Leopard, didn't I? It's Leopard, isn't it? It's spelt the way Leopard is spelt, but I believe it's pronounced Leopard. A mistake already by me, really early on. Just tried to outbrake the bikes in front, who are clearly braking a lot later than what I can possibly do on this bike. I'm managing to battle my way up the field again. Immediately back up into 6th. See if I can get past Vasquez, who stole my 5th place off me so far. Horrible start from me, has dropped me down to 6th place. I went a bit lower a minute ago, but there's an accident behind me. Haneka's crashed. Haneka is down. I'm gonna say I wasn't actually involved in that one for a change. Usually when you see crash, it's because I've caused it, but I didn't cause that one. Well, I hope not. Anyway, I hope he didn't come up behind me and hit me or something. I didn't notice anything. I tried to go down the inside of Jorge Navarro there. Get a good line on him through there, and I've passed Jorge Navarro. Up behind is it Everin Vasquez? Something like that. Vasquez is holding me up a little bit through here, this section. I've got the speed here on the Leopard bike. Oh. Outbraked myself again. That's going to be a problem in this race, I reckon. This San Carlo bike's brakes is... I'm not speaking very good English today. The brakes on this San Carlo bike, let's just say, are horrendous. They'd probably be more better if they wasn't on the bike. Let's just say that. They don't really do their job. But we can just compromise and put up with that for a minute, and just see what really the best is I can do on this bike. I won that race that I had on medium, but that was because it was on medium difficulty. That's the only race I'm probably going to win on this bike. But really, this bike's a back end of the point kind of bike. I can't brake as late as I want to because the brakes are just horrendous. So I'm basically in 6th until I can get basically on the back of Vasquez. Oh, that's not Vasquez anymore, is it? It's Jorge Navarro. Vasquez is pushing for the lead. He's up there battling with Kent, Quartaro, or whatever the hell he's called. And Oliveira, probably. Made a move on Jorge Navarro and made it stick as a nice little block pass there. Can I close in on the top 4? Well, first of all, I'm going to have to keep Navarro behind me because he's coming back down the inside. No, Navarro's passed me back. Nice little, well, kind of a battering ram move. Shoulder to shoulder, just ram him out of my way, basically. I tried to move out his way there, but I ended up swerving back in front. Navarro's there on the outside. I've just held it down the inside of Navarro. I really need to pull away because he's hindering me. I need to get a bit of a gap on him and just accelerate through this little section of the track where I'm much better than the AI. Really good through there. I managed to pinpoint that. This is where I'm much better than the AI. Managed to pull it out through there. Have a little look behind. Yeah, there's a little gap now to Navarro, about a second I think that is. We'll see as we come through the sector board now. What am I talking about? Sector board up, slightly wide there. The timing screen, that's the one I was looking for. I don't think I've got my words, my tongue properly in today because I'm speaking a whole load of bollocks. Oh! I'm closing in on the top 4, but not as fast as I wanted to. The sausage curb nearly threw me off there. I had to sit up the bike a little bit. Am I closing in on them? I'm not really sure if I am. I've got myself a little gap. Navarro is still there. Navarro is still in touching distance to hinder me. Hinder me on the Mahindra. Lol. But us top 5, I'd say, top 6, because he's holding on to the back of me. I've separated from the rest of the field a little bit. Slightly wide. I think Vasquez just set the fastest lap of the race, but I was concentrating so much on making the first corner that I wasn't really concentrating on that part of the screen. Not a bad corner through there. I'm going to have to get it right through here again. Nope. Nope, that's far from right. That is far from right. Slightly wide there. Hit the gravel. And that means I'm gonna have Jorge Navarro on the back of me again in a minute. The top 4 have broken away from me now. Jorge Navarro's there and we're falling into the clutches of the field behind actually. In qualifying into this section I've done the Doctor's Dangle, made famous by Valentino Rossi, obviously the Doctor himself. Naughty overtake there on Navarro, but it's an overtake at the end of the day. I get outbraked into most corners of the AI on hard, on a terrible bike. Just hold it through here. I'm on lap 4 of 6. I wasn't really paying attention to what lap was on actually. Lap 4 of 6 and oh dear. That corner was horrible through there. I didn't quite get that right. Really good through there. He's probably going to throw it down the inside of me in one of the corners because computers brake ridiculously late. It's so stupid how late they brake. I'm P5 and I'm not doing too bad. There's no way I can get near the top 4 now. They've just created a gap on me now. Vasquez, who started behind me in 6th place, is now leading the race. Oh, he was leading the race. That didn't last long. I think he's Spanish, so I'm pretty sure this is his home Grand Prix. He's pulling out a performance for the fans around the stadium. Around the stands. Stadium? Not a football game. Around the stands. Oh, Christ. Well, that was a bit sideways. A bit too far sideways for my liking. Jorge Navarro is there behind me. catching me very, very fast. There's the Doctor's Dangled I was talking about. A little block pass there on Navarro to get him back. Us two bikes, me and Navarro, have completely lost touch on the top 4. They've just took off. They're off in the distance now, gone completely away from us. I'm just trying to hold off Navarro now and make sure we don't slip into the clutches of the field behind. Decent corner through there. Hit the curb. I'm going to try and... No, I'm not, I was going to attempt to full throttle like you could on the old games, but that was because they wasn't realistic. Here he comes. Navarro's keeping in touching distance of me. I did a little, a bit slower through that corner than I usually would, is because I went for the cutback line. Tried something a little bit different there. 4.198 seconds behind Vasquez, who's now in 4th. The top 4 are changing positions quite rapidly, and now he's back into 3rd. Oliveira and him were battling for 1st a minute ago, and now Vasquez is back into 2nd. The hell is happening at the front? Proper Moto 3 race at the front. They're battling with each other non-stop. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hold off Navarro, you know. He's got really rapid pace. He's catching me around the corners towards the end of the lap. Oh, I did a lot better through there than him. I might have actually just won myself 5th place, which is going to be a good performance on this bike. Qualify 5th this time and actually finish 5th rather than qualify 5th and finish 14th. A much better performance. Quattaro's just overtook Oliveira for the lead. Bastianini and Binder having a little battle back there. Nice bit of cornering. I think I've gained a little bit of time on the front 4, but obviously I'm not going to catch them now on the final lap of the race. Just trying to hold off. I have a 4.3 second gap in front and a 1.3 second behind. So I'm going to be guaranteed 5th place now if I stay on the bike. I have a flashback, so I'm basically guaranteed 5th place now. Let's just take our time around the final corner of the Grand Prix. And in the Jerez Grand Prix, I'm going to come P5. Nice little wheelie across the line into an endo crash, which is stupid, like I said before. But that's P5 in the first Spanish Grand Prix of the season. Quite happy with that. That's a really good performance for that bike. Quattaro won the race though. Then Vasquez came 2nd, Danny Ken, Miguel Oliveira, me, Jorge Navarro, Ennio Bastini, John McPhee, Brad Binder, Alexis Masbu, Antonelli, Locatelli, Finate, Haneker and Bagnai got the last point in the Grand Prix. It was a really good performance from my bike that time. Really happy to take P5. 6th in the championship. And yeah, hopefully soon there's going to be an upgrade in bikes so I can get into a faster bike, because this bike is horrendously slow. And I don't want to use all my data packs on this bike preferably, because I don't want to stay with it for too long. But we'll see how it goes. And
it's a shame he didn't make it to the podium today.
My guy should be happy with that, because it's a good performance.
Shows that the bike and the rider are competitive, and they both have what it takes to aim even higher.
I'm actually pretty happy with 5th place there. But yeah, that's a good little Jerez Grand Prix, and that's going to be the end of this episode, I believe. I think I'm going to call this episode here, yeah. I've been Chris12LFC. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and if you're new around here, subscribe. And I'll see you later.